We're here with Rebecca Spooner at U-Tree Studios, who's just played a fantastic session for What Kind of Music Sessions, and we're going to get to know her a little better. So, Rebecca, can you introduce yourself and tell me what lit the fuse to you becoming a musician?
Yeah, so I'm Rebecca Spooner. I'm from Todmorden. Yeah, so basically it was kind of like just COVID and I had loads of free time and I was really bored. So I just decided to learn how to play guitar. But I've kind of been writing songs like for a long time. My dad's a musician, so he plays like piano and stuff. So I've always known how to play piano, and so I've been writing songs like my whole life. They've always been a bit shit until I started playing guitar, and then I started like learning how to write a song, and it kind of just went from there really. So yeah.
How have grassroots venues like the Grayston Unity, Puzzle Hall in the Trades Club, etc., supported your journey as a musician?
I mean, they're just so like supportive of young musicians and just new musicians in general. I think that's really important because there's a lot of like venues and stuff that don't really support like up and coming artists in that way. But they're so like approachable and so accessible. And they're just always just giving like performance opportunities to people who are literally just starting out. And if I hadn't have had that, I probably would not be in this position today. Like, yeah, it's really important.
Yeah, I feel like there are a lot of very supportive venues in the local area, but there's a lot of venues that seem to have a monopoly on the music industry as well. So it's nice to hear when venues are trying to do things to help.
Yeah, definitely.
We spoke to Clark Gilmore, which will have gone out before this, from the Cavern Club in Liverpool, and he's just started doing like an original band night for musicians.
Oh, nice.
So monthly on a Wednesday. So yeah,
cool.
It's really nice to see even venues with that kind of heritage still being supportive of new musicians and student bands and stuff. So yeah, it's great. What was the biggest challenge of self-producing your debut album, Misbelief?
Well, I did it all on my own, which is one big kind of hard thing to do. I'm also like such a perfectionist, and I'm so bad at like wanting help from people and wanting criticism. Like I hate criticism, so I literally didn't show anyone the album until it came out pretty much. So yeah, I literally did the whole thing like alone, which I don't know, that's just me trying to impress people, I think. But also it made it really hard, but it was so much fun. Like, it was a lot of fun. But yeah, I'd say just having really limited equipment. Like, I've literally got one mic, and I just did it on my computer in my room, in my attic room, which in the summer gets really, really hot. So it was hard, but yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I think I've learnt a lot from it. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, well, we'll always champion people doing everything DIY. Hence, we're doing this in my home studio.
Exactly.
We're making the best of what we've got and trying to give people a platform.
Exactly.
So we're all about that. What do you feel is the main difference between being a producer and a musician? And do you plan on working with external producers in the future?
I'd say, I don't know, because for me, like, I've not had the chance to produce loads of other artists yet, hopefully in the future. But for me, I kind of think being a musician and being a producer just really goes hand in hand. I think you have to have a really musical ear to be able to produce, I think. But yeah, it's just that mix, isn't it? Mix of music, mix of tech, mix of composition. It's just a bit of everything. What was the other part of the question? And do I hope to work with external?
Yeah, do you hope to work with external producers in the future, or do you think you're unproducible because your perfectionism?
This is the thing, like, I like to be in control of it all. I think if I was to work with other producers, I'd have to work with them. Like, I'd have to work side by side, overseeing everything. But I don't know, I think there's some really cool producers out there that I would really like to work with.
I would be the exact same. Like, if I was to work with a producer, I would want it to be a partnership rather than just them.
It's hard though, isn't it?
Decisions.
It's hard. Yeah, it's like being a painter and making like a painting and then just giving it to someone else to do the finishing things on, and it's kind of like, oh.
Especially if you know how you want it to sound in your head.
Exactly.
And
that's what I love about it.
Yeah, and then you've got to try and dictate that to someone else using like hippie language or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
I want the guitar to sound bubbly. What?
I know, you sometimes can't put it into words.
Yeah.
You can't put it into words.
Is there a theme that runs through the album and your songs in general, or do you just write about what you're feeling in the moment?
Yeah, I do think the album definitely had like a theme. I don't know if I meant it to have a theme, but when I listen to it back, I definitely can hear like that I was in this like specific point in my life where I was kind of going from being like a teenager to being like someone who has to look after themselves after however long, depending on their parents for. Because obviously I wrote it, I released it, and then I started uni. So it was that kind of transition there. So I was kind of like reflecting on that, like all the change that happens from becoming an adult, I guess. I don't really class myself as an adult yet, though. But yeah, there's a lot of songs on there that are about just what was happening in that part of my life. Kind of accepting that things aren't always just a fairy tale, are they? Like, I think that's the mistake you make when you're a teenager, particularly. You kind of fantasize about all these great things happening, and then like it doesn't. Sometimes it always like just doesn't always go to plan. And that it's kind of just like an acceptance, I think, in summary, of things being a little bit chaotic and being a bit unexpected and kind of dealing with that. Yeah.
Who have been the main influences in your songwriting, guitar playing and vocal style? You have a really great voice and a really lovely way of playing guitar. I just wanted to mention that.
Thank you. I didn't, to be fair, like, I'm going to say Joni Mitchell because I think a lot of people expect me to say that. But I actually only started listening to her stuff, like, not even a year ago. Like, I'm a very new fan to Joni Mitchell because I kept getting compared to her and I was like, I'm not listening to her because I didn't want to, like, become her. Do you know what I mean? But then I'm like, oh no, she's too good not to listen to. She's too good not to listen to. She's really good. But just her kind of like the way her lyrics are like so poetic, and I really like that. So I've kind of taken that from her. And I guess my guitar playing a little bit. It's not as good as her, but it's there. I love Laura Marling as well, who's like kind of modern day Joni Mitchell. But like unexpected inspirations probably include like Led Zeppelin. I'm a really big fan of Led Zeppelin, especially their like folky stuff. And I think a lot of my new songs that I've been writing have been a bit more folk rocky, I think. But yeah, so Led Zeppelin. Who else? You've really put me on the spot here.
I mean, I was getting a little bit of Jeff Buckley.
Yes. Oh my
well.
God, yeah, no, Jeff Buckley, 100% Jeff Buckley. Just needed someone to say that.
And Bright Eyes as well.
Bright Eyes. I've not listened to them.
Oh, you should.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I will. Maybe I will. But yeah, I don't know, because I don't really have like one artist that I'm like obsessed with and like want to be. I know, you know, like a lot of people probably have that.
Yeah.
But I don't know, my playlist is just all over the place. It's all over the place.
Just so you know, we've got 4 minutes until we hit 15, but we can go over. It's fine. It's just James is letting me know that we've got enough. So we're all good. So how do you write lyrics? Do you have a way of starting little ideas, like a little black book, I guess? Or are you someone that can sit down and write a masterpiece in one go?
Oh God, no. No. I really wish. Every time I try and sit down at the piano and say I'm going to write a song, nothing comes out. It's normally at like 2 in the morning when I can't sleep and I start thinking about things. And I think I used to start with chords and then I'd put lyrics to them. But now I'm way more inclined to write a poem first, and then if it's a good poem, then I'll take bits from it and turn that into a song. Most of the songs that I played today have been from poems first, which is really cool. I never used to do that, but it's definitely a difference. Like, yeah, I don't know. I think it just makes me think more about what I'm writing, not just trying to fit a bunch of syllables. Yeah.
How do your live performances differ from the studio versions of your music, and do you plan on playing with a full band lineup in the live arena in the future?
Yeah, so obviously the songs that are on the album, they do sound fairly different to how I play them live, just because of all the added instruments that I put on them. But I still think I think all my songs have like an acoustic grounding, so I don't think they sound like out of place on stage. But yeah, with a band, I think it does change things. But I do like playing with a band, and hopefully we'll see more of them in the future. Yeah, I've got a few gigs lined up with them coming up. But it's nice to have the best of both worlds, because I do like playing on my own as well. Don't tell them that, but
we'll edit that out.
Yeah, it's different though. It's different. It's so much fun playing with a band. So much fun, but playing on my own is like, I don't know. It's just different. It's just a different feeling. I can't explain it. Yeah.
Final question then. What plans do you have for the future in terms of gigs and upcoming releases?
Well, hopefully looking at a single release, that being a double-sided single. I'm not like got the plan set in stone yet, but two songs. I played them today, but recorded with a band. And yeah, I'm excited, and hopefully they'll be coming out in the next few months, I'm hoping. And then we've got a headline gig coming up soon in Manchester, but that's not been announced yet, so I won't say too much because I don't know. I don't know if it's actually going to happen or not, but I think it will. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. That's the kind of near future plan, and then after that, hopefully get some more music recorded. And yeah, more headlines down the line. But yeah.
Awesome. Thank you very much for coming down and doing a session for What Kind of Music Sessions. I know James and I have both really enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
No worries. Thank you so much.
Wish you all the best for the future.
Thank you.